Hello everyone. Today I'm going to make a pork chop dinner, and we're going to do this in the slow cooker. This is one of the probably the quickest, easiest recipes that I've ever recorded or even made. A lot of people have been complaining that they have too much other stuff to do, and they need a quicker, easier recipe. So this is really the spirit of a slow cooker, is to just take everything, put it together real quick. This literally takes about 5 minutes to get ready. Throw it in the slow cooker and just leave it for the day. Come back 6 to 8 hours later and have a dinner ready. And that's really what you want to use a slow cooker for. So let's go over the ingredients real quick. Basically, we've got some boneless pork chops. And then we're going to do peeled and cut up potatoes, peeled and roughly cut up carrots. I got about 5 large ones there. I'm going to have a large onion. I'm going to slice that up. And I got some jarred mushrooms. You can also use fresh mushrooms if you want. For the gravy, basically it's going to make its own gravy with the mushroom soup and the juices from the meat and the vegetables. And for the seasoning, we're going to use 1 packet of onion soup mix, about a teaspoon and a half of thyme, and just some fresh cracked pepper. You don't really need any salt for this. Mushroom soup by nature is pretty salty, so I wouldn't really add too much more salt to that. So those are the ingredients. Let me get the vegetables prepped, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I've got the potatoes laid in there first. Again, very roughly chopped. I just quartered them and then just roughly chopped them up from there. Same with the carrots. I just quartered the carrots, roughly chopped them again, made sort of like sticks out of them. Again, the rough chop is what really saves the time. If you try to get everything all small and neat and uniform, that's where a lot of time in the prep actually gets wasted. So a nice rough chop on the vegetables. I'm going to put the potatoes and the carrots in first. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay the meat in on top of that. Try to get it as thick as you can on your pork chops. They will stay tender, more tender, the thicker the meat is. Alright, so there goes the pork chops. Let me dry my hands real quick. And now we're going to go with the pepper right on top of the pork chops, along with the mushrooms and the onions. Again, I just cut these in half and then sliced them down. Didn't even dice them, just sliced onions. Again, that very quick to do. And I just let the mushrooms drain in a strainer in the sink to and I'm going to pour the soup on top of that with about that much time. Okay, so everything's in, barely fit. I'm going to cover it up, cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours, and we'll come back and check on it then. Okay, so it's been about 6 hours. There goes the steam. And I already poked in here a little bit to see how it was coming along, and everything's just about done. The carrots are good and tender. The potatoes are soft, and the meat is thoroughly cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and serve up a dish. You can see that the pork chop is basically just falling apart. So it's very tender. There's some potatoes from the bottom. Remember, the potatoes were at the very bottom. Alright, so there you have it. Pork chop dinner in a slow cooker. Basically a full, warm, comforting meal, filling meal. And like I said, very little prep time. Just throw it in and let it cook. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you give it a try. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.